Hello friends, so this is the sixth video of Basic of Finance. So in this video I will be discussing the key question why the fixed assets like your RD, FD, okay, they cannot make you wealthy. Okay, so in order to understand, these are the types of assets we have discussed already. Currently we are discussing about the fixed assets. Under the fixed asset we discuss like these are the different fixed assets that we have: recurring deposit, fixed deposit, debt funds, EPF, PPF, NSC bonds, correct? But these are not helpful if you want to create a wealth. Okay, if you want to become a wealthy down the line, let's say after 20 years, 30 years, if I keep depositing in the FD, will I become a wealthy? Answer is clearly no, correct? And in this video we are going to discuss why I am saying that is no. Okay, what is the logic behind that? So in order to understand that, we need to understand one concept that is called a concept of inflation. Oh my God, what is this inflation is? So in simple words, I will explain you. When we talk about inflation, okay, so this inflation is nothing but it is a decrease in purchasing power of a money. So I think this example will help you. Let's say in 1970, okay, you were having a, let's say, $0.25, okay, with you were able to basically take this cup of coffee. But when you reach to the 2019, your 0.25 amount cannot purchase a coffee also. That means your money purchasing power has reduced over the period of time, isn't it? You would have heard like your grandfather and others, they used to say that like we used to go for watching a movie just in 1 rupees. Okay, in 1 rupees was a very big amount 30 years before. Now 1 rupees has no value, isn't it? So that means purchasing power of the money has decreased. Oh my God. And this is called as the inflation. Inflation meaning is your money power is reducing to purchase the different items. Same phone, earlier let's say today you are able to purchase in 10,000. Same phone you cannot purchase after 20 years in 10,000. It will cost you maybe 20,000, 30,000, same phone. Who knows, correct? So that is basically, now classical example I will give you in the Indian context. So we know that in order to travel from here to there, we fill the petrol in our car, okay, car or any kind of bike or any vehicle that you have, okay. So let's see how the trend has increased. Let's say you have 100 rupees, okay. Now in the 2003, you were able to buy 3 liter of petrol from 100 rupees. Correct? Now in the July 2021, you are only able to buy 1 liter with the same amount of rupee. Don't you think like the power has decreased over the period of years? This is called an inflation. Okay. So now the question comes, okay, if your purchasing power is decreasing, that means your money that you have invested should grow more than this ideally. Correct? Then only your should grow much more to become a wealthy. So we would like to understand what is the interest rate that you are getting, okay, or what is the inflation rate in India from the last so many years, just to give you the thought. So before that, we will understand that how to measure the inflation. Okay, question comes because inflation is basically some sort of a parameter which is defining our wealth. So we should know how to measure it. And the measurement is done in India basically in 2 ways. One we call is the wholesale price index, which is basically published by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Okay, so this is for the wholesale people, correct? Wholesale items. Another is called a CPI, which is consumer price index. Okay, this is basically related to the consumer like me, you, correct? So we are more interested in the CPI. Okay. So this is published by a central statistics office. So in our India, there is one central statistics office which publishes all these data, okay, on a quarterly basis, on a monthly basis, like that. Okay, this is the price index, consumer price index as with respect to previous quarter, with respect to previous month, previous year. So they do all sort of a comparison. Okay. So now let's see what is the trend currently going on for this inflation in India and what is the projection also. Okay, so if you see this projection, see this is basically the graph which I have taken from, okay, central statistics office. Okay, so if you see like in 2020, the inflation rate was 6.18. Oh my God, isn't it? That means if your interest rate in any of the fixed asset is less than that, that means their purchasing power or their value after a year actually has been reduced. Okay, that means they are not growing, they are not making you the wealthy. Your interest rate should be much higher than this inflation rate to make you wealthy. The more the interest rate, the more is the better. Okay, so now we will see like what is the interest rate for these different instruments that we discussed about. Okay, are they beating this or they are not beating? Okay, so let's start one by one and then we will again discuss are they making us wealthy. Okay, so first one is the recurring deposit. So when we talk about recurring deposit, the interest rate actually keep changing. Currently it is 2.5 to 8.5. So if we, let's say, take an average, correct, around how much you are going to get, around some 5%, okay, approximately 5.5 or something in that average. And what is the inflation rate? 6.18. What is the meaning? That means, let's say in a year you have invested 100 rupees. Okay, next year it has become, let's say, 105.5 rupees. But your inflation has increased to 106.18 rupees. Oh my God. That means your increased amount cannot purchase 100 rupees after a year. That means they are not making you wealthy in any way. Okay, you are still the status quo, but slightly decreased also in this case. So they are not making you wealthy. Another, fixed deposit. When we see the fixed deposit interest rate, it varies from 3 to 6% approximately, depending upon what is the tenure you are investing that money for. Okay, but they are still below your inflation rate, 6.18. That means they are not making you wealthy. They are on the rate of inflation. Okay, debt funds are little better than FD, correct? So if you see like a 1 year return for all of them, few of them are going basically 8, 10, 14. They are very good. 14 is a very, very interesting amount. Okay, so they are very few. So but on an average they are also within the range of inflation, around a 6 to 7%. Okay, next is EPF, PPF and NSC. If we talk about, okay, employee provident fund, slightly better, 8.5. okay, so even though it's at little 2% higher, but it is better than your FD. Okay, now if we talk about the PPF, because this is EPF is only for the people who are earning, who are doing the job, PPF is for everyone. Currently if we see the PPF interest rate is 7.1, which is slightly higher, not too much, slightly higher than. Okay, if we talk about NSC that we discussed, NSC is also currently 6.8, slightly higher. Okay, so out of all these three, EPF is much better. Okay, employee provident fund. So all these rates are decided on a quarterly basis by the government and then it is applied to your invested amount. So now inflation rate is 6.18. Now if we talk about all these instruments, they are actually not making you wealthy. They are not the investment instrument, they are the saving instrument. What is the difference? Saving and investment. Saving means you are parking that money for some utilization down the line, and that money is actually increasing based on the inflation rate. So currently you have 100 rupees and you are buying basically one coffee, let's say. After 10 years also, with the increased amount, you will be able to buy only one coffee. So they are your saving scheme. You are ensuring that your money is growing according to the inflation adjustment. That is the only thing. So they are the saving scheme, not the investment scheme at all. Are you getting? So you can't create a wealth by investing in the fixed asset. Okay, so this is a very, very key important lesson in our Indian context. Okay, so we should be very, very remembering कि FD नहीं करना है किसी भी केस में. FD is not a good instrument to do. You should always look for some other instrument so that your money can increase. Okay, it is not only inflation adjusted. That is our entire objective. So what is the key takeaway? That comprehension of the saving scheme and the investing scheme can significantly change the way you live your life in future, correct? Because if you are saving, you will still live the same way as you are doing now, but because in this your money will not grow more than inflation, okay, it will not grow, but in this your money will grow more than inflation, so you can enjoy that increased wealth. Hope that is clear with this video. Thank you.